One of the questions I get asked the most is, what is one of the biggest misconceptions about spirituality that I run into? Hey friends, it's me, Erin, your friendly neighborhood energy alchemist, and I'm gonna tell you. For me, the biggest misconception about spirituality is that people think it's magic. And as nice as that would be, it's definitely not magic. Let's take manifestation, for example. A lot of people think manifestation is just saying affirmations and then everything will work out. But what they fail to realize at the same time is that law of attraction is very fucking real. But it doesn't work on what you say, it works on what you're feeling. See what tripped me up there? Real, feel, they rhyme. You can say all day long things like, won't it be wonderful when I can pay all my bills and I am abundant 1,000 times a day. But if you're feeling I'm not abundant, that's a very different signal than you're saying I'm abundant and feeling I'm not abundant. That's splitting your energy and sending it in two different directions. That makes it really hard for law of attraction to bring you anything because you've got your energy moving in two very different directions, lack and abundance. Lack and abundance, not the same. Learning to work with law of attraction and manifestation is about learning to find something else to focus on that gives you that feeling you want to have. So for example, if you want to have a feeling of abundance in your life, trying to convince yourself that you're abundant when it comes to paying bills that you feel like you can't pay is not going to work. That's just kind of lying to yourself, and you don't want to lie to yourself. Instead, it's about focusing on something else that gives you that feeling of abundance and allowing that feeling to come forward. So for example, instead of focusing on all the bills that you feel like you can't pay or all the gifts you feel like you can't buy, you want to focus on something that gives you that feeling of abundance. For example, walking into a store and paying with cash. That's a big feeling of abundance for me because I don't have a credit card bill or anything else to think about. I paid for it, it's done, I feel abundant. And it doesn't matter how small the thing is that I buy. It could literally be a pack of gum. But if I paid for it with cash, that helps boost my feeling of abundance. And then it's about kind of sitting in that feeling as the day moves on. And every time you start to fall back into the feeling of lack, I can't pay my bills, I can't buy these gifts, I can't, then you refocus back to that feeling of what it felt like to pay cash for that. Focusing on the feeling of abundance. Law of attraction is basically just a giant echo chamber. So whatever you send out is what you're going to get evidence of sent back to you. And as much as I hate to admit it, it is 100% true that you have got to do the work on you to move forward in your life a lot of the time. And that is because the thing you are trying to manifest to give you that feeling of abundance has a higher vibration than where you currently find yourself. Because if you're stuck in a lack mindset, friend, you're not going to be in resonance with a feeling of abundance, right? So doing the hard work is examining where does this feeling come from and really digging down into your psyche, taking responsibility for your own BS that you're doing to yourself, because there's a lot of it, and stopping the habit of blaming someone outside of ourselves for things that we perceive as having happened to us. It also goes back to the idea that everything's always working out for you, even when it doesn't feel like it. Like the time that guy broke up with you and then you found out later that he was a total and complete douche, like that. So manifestation is an active process. It's active in that you need to do the work within yourself to release the feelings that are holding you back from being more in resonance with what you want. And I know that's hard to hear for someone that's lost in a feeling of lack, because I used to be there and someone would say that to me and I would look at them like, come on, man. Can't you give me something I can actually do? But that is something you can and have to actually do. In order to be more in resonance with what you are seeking, it's not about changing the vibration of the thing, but it's about changing your own vibration to match that thing. Of course, remembering that it's not the thing that's going to give you that feeling at all, but it's the feeling that you're looking for. Expectations are another big part of it. If you expect it to only look a certain way, you're blocking all these other avenues that could be coming forward to help you. I'm just saying. This is an active process. It requires your involvement. It requires you to be honest with yourself, and it requires you to actually do work on yourself. But in doing that, it opens whole new worlds and understandings about yourself. You can do it. I believe in you.